What is up, everyone? It's been a while. Welcome back to another episode of Guess the Rank. We're going to be looking at your matches that you submitted on the YouTube community tab. Yes, the YouTube community tab. If you don't know what it is, you go to YouTube, you go to the part where it says home videos, blah, 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 blah. One of them will be community. I make a lot of posts on there, basically asking you guys, for games, whether or not it's for replay analysis, guess the rank, etc. But yeah, I'm excited for today's episode because it's been a while. I'm ready to try to guess some ranks and hopefully get them all right. Also, if you're interested in more of this content, we're putting out a lot of actually mid lane guides. If I heard correctly, there's also a Shadow Fiend mid guide coming out soon. So if you're looking to learn the mid lane mechanics from top tier players, I'm actually not kidding. There are multiple top tier players making content for the site right now. So if your goal is to make it to the top, I recommend you click the link down below right now before moving on with the video, because this one, I think it's going to take a lot of your brain power. So before you watch this video, click the link down below and I'll see you there. Alright, getting into this Monkey King game, we're going to be following, what is your name? Lucina, the character, that's a character from Fire Emblem. What do you know, guys? I know it. The only reason I know Lucina is from Fire Emblem is because of Super Smash Bros. So I guess I'm kind of cheating, but to be fair, if you like Super Smash Bros, like the video, because then you're my friend. We'll play one day. We'll play one day. Just getting into it, I'm going to be looking at primarily your mid and late game fights / rotations. The only thing I want to say about the laning stage is, please, against like ranged heroes such as Gyro, take Boundless at level 1. It's far better. You'll secure creeps, you can shove in the lane. Like, there's almost a 0% chance you can actually even use Jingu. Even if you get Jingu, it's going to cost you all your health. It's just trash. Please take Boundless. Let's move on. Alright, we're going to get into the 11-minute mark, and I'm just going to watch exactly what you do to maneuver the lanes. So, right now, what I'm seeing is that the Alchemist is in the jungle, Gyro mid, Centaur bottom. We see the Juggernaut on the Centaur, so you have a couple options here. You can obviously try to invade the jungle of the Alchemist. Generally, that's actually a big thing if you're playing a hero like Monkey King, shutting down farming heroes such as Medusa and Alchemist while they're jungling, and finishing them off when they're low. So, okay, I like this rotation. You took a long way around, making sure you avoid vision, and okay, yeah, you're gonna go for the Phoenix. That's respectable. Might want to collapse on the Alk here. Alright, get back to mid. Alright, actually, this push is okay. You know what? I can respect that. The only reason I would prefer you to get back to mid there is because I personally feel like when you're playing Monkey King, it's much better every time you fail or execute on a gank that you reset back to mid and you basically get ready to make another play. Because if you're in the mid lane, you're close to the other lanes. Alright, getting into it, you're going on a Gyro here. This is actually a bit sketchy, but you are so farm right now. 7-0. The classic game leap submission. Speed, I am 18-0. I bet you'll guess I'm rank 1. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see, depending on my guess. Alright, moving ahead here, you're wrapping back towards top. I like this. You do have Jingo stack still. It's not showing it. Bit of a replay bug. Regardless, you're going on this Alk. Bit of a mistake with the jump. If you're going to go on this Alk and you have a Boundless, you're going to want to jump behind him. Also, jumping behind him is a bit better here because it's going to prevent you from getting gone on by people TPing. So I really would have preferred that you TP'd behind. Not the end of the world. Alright, this ultimate, it can scare them away, prevent you from getting ganked. Yeah, it's actually going to work because of that. You know what? I like this a lot because whenever you're next to someone's high ground as Monkey King, you can basically expect to get gone on. So dropping your ultimate here to prevent yourself from getting gone on is huge. Now all you have to do is really stay in it and wait for Boundless. That's how you're going to make the outplay here. Well, it ended, but yeah, you were 5 levels above the enemy mid laner, who is the Gyrocopter. I do like that movement though. That was a great movement. Basically, you're closing down the map really effectively here. I do think you should back up a little bit and not get gone on. You often don't want to become too predictable. The Gyrocopter is killing himself, but I didn't like that stun. Alright, it's not going to get you punished. I don't know, man. I feel like you can't make a single mistake at this point. They have like some 2k net worth Alk. Like, they have like a 0 net worth Alk, you dumpstered mid. I mean, respect, man. This is what it takes to win a solo queue game. Poop on mid and then play aggressive. Like, you're casting your spells well. Everything's looking clean here. The enemy team is not synergizing at all, though. Which makes me think that this can't be too high, because the weakness of Monkey King, guys, is that the fact that you can gank him, right? Like, Monkey King struggles in some games because he is gankable in the mid game, right? Like, your hero generally doesn't have that much health. You obviously do now because you are giga farmed with a lot of items, but often you are pretty killable, so that hasn't been happening. I think I'm going to look at one more fight and then we'll move on. Alright, shifting towards the bottom side here, looks like you're going to be running at the Centaur. It's a bit too much chasing for me. I do think at some point you should just stay on one part of the map and shove it in, because if you stayed top instead of running all the way from top all the way to bottom without hitting a single creep, right? You didn't hit a single creep or push in a single wave. It's not that good because you could stay top and then just be next to this Elk who's naturally going to shove in the wave. Now the Elk dies anyway. Once again, your team is 10k ahead. No matter what you guys do, it's going to work. But okay. Yeah, I mean, going this guy's alright. One thing I would definitely note, though, this is a big question mark to me, and we're going to end here, but guys, What do you think about this lack of neutral items? 17 minutes into the game, not a single neutral item. Now, I'm not saying you have to jungle on Monkey King. It is good if you need a neutral item, but at least you have to pick one up. Can I actually see if your team has them? Okay, to be fair, there's actually none here that can be given to you. I can respect that. I would, though, put a major emphasis on getting jungle items at any cost. So, like, hitting into the 15-minute mark, if I don't have a jungle item, I'm really going to want to kill a couple camps. It's not a lot, like 2 camps, get my item. It's going to help you out a ton. I really do think that's a big thing that a lot of people don't take advantage of right now. All right, I'm going to guess the rank. This is good. Like, this is giving me, like, ancient, like, legend, high legend, like, or low ancient vibes. I'm going to say that this, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say ancient 2. Let's go, baby. Here we go. And you were ancient 5. Okay. Yeah, I definitely guessed a bit low. You know what? I think it's fair because as you can see, this match does have quite a bit of variant. It was not 5 stack. Okay, it was 2-3, 2-3. So pretty imbalanced game, hard to tell, but they didn't make any synergized play, so I had to guess a little bit on the lower end. You definitely deserve your rank though. You crushed mid. Right, you absolutely dumpstered this gyrocopter, who is actually Divine 5, so well played. All right, next up we're going to be following YYXY. Great name, man. Playing seemingly position 5 Earthshaker. Now, I feel like I can almost guess your rank already. The only reason why I say that is I don't think a lot of low MMR players would be active enough in the Dota community to go basically the exact item build that the pros are going on a position 5 Earthshaker, which is very out of meta, right? This is an out of meta build. I mean, maybe you are position 4 and the Dazzle is 5. Yeah, that could be the case and you're just lane swapping, which is fine. That certainly could be the case. But even this item build definitely seems good to me. I guess we'll see. Hey, I could be wrong. So we're going to be looking at the laning stage and then a team fight. That's what we're going to do. So right off the bat here, I think you should just cast your spell. Like, a lot of the time, Earthshakers will always go for block offs, but you don't need to do this. I mean, right away here, I don't think your Monkey King has a noob. No, he doesn't. Oh, ugh. But, like, dude, why not spend the 60 gold on a branch? I'm going to move on. But right off the bat here, like, you should just be looking for this Fisher. This is a bit of a meh reaction time, to be honest. Like, this is a pretty free Fisher. There's not too much for me to say. You just have to, cast it there. Like, this is actually, it's actually lane changing if you cast your Fisher there. That was, oh my god, he walks back into it too. Dude, Fisher, someone. Oh, what are you doing? I take it all back. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like, I hate to be so negative, but what do you do? Okay, you need to either A, hit someone, or B, cast Fisher. Actually, it's not A or B. You need to do both A and B. When this lane starts, he's AFK. Do you understand? Hitting them here can straight up win you the lane, right? If you get them both to half HP or a quarter HP, you can solo zone them both out of the lane and it completely changes the ecosystem of how the lane will go. So like you're just, I don't know what to say, man. You're just standing still and not hitting. You did. Oh no. Guys, why do you do this to me? All right, next up, I mean, I think blocking this lane under tower here is definitely questionable. I mean, it's not terrible, but like, a lot of people don't like last hitting under tower. At least get these last hits. Dude, I can't take this. I can't take it anymore. I'm done. Can I just guess now? This is like Guardian or Crusader. I'm no offense, man. I'm not trying to be harsh, but like, you're making so many mistakes. You don't, as is on Radiant safe lane, you generally don't block so that the lane doesn't go under tower. Like, pros intentionally block Radiant safe lane so that this happens. Like, the enemy team blocks it. They go behind the tier 1, tier 2 tower. The enemy team, by the way, they go behind it and they block it so that this happens. And you essentially did that just with Fisher. Usually Fisher in the off lane, not the safe lane. But then you gotta get that last hit. This is just like, dude, do you understand how big of a deal this XP is? I don't think you guys understand. This chase is unbelievably bad. It is. It just is. Like, this is such a waste. I mean, even if you kill him here, it's just a waste. That just, I don't know, man. That hurt me. That hurt me. I mean, it was just such a bad start. You didn't auto-attack anyone. I mean, I'm cool with this pull. Like, that's fine. You're gonna have to pull through. Oh, it's blocked. Okay, just get the XP. Yeah, I mean, that was just such a disaster. You didn't get any of the last hits. Like, guys, do you not care about XP? You have to, sorry, I shouldn't phrase it like that, but like, you have to care about every single piece of XP in the lane. You know what I mean? Every single piece. Because if you hit level 3 on Monkey King early this game, which you could by just even level 3 early on Earthshaker, your power like doubles. It legit, it can double. Because then you have like multiple stuns. It's so powerful. All right, bit of a mistake on the Fisher. I mean, at this point, all you have to do really in the safe lane here is stand here. And then when one of them walks up, you Fisher. Like right now, you could Fisher. In fact, you generally want to separate them. So this is your opportunity. You don't really want to just like Fisher and hope you can man up. You kind of want to separate. So here, this is a free Fissure. You should cast it here. In this case, you were so greedy with the W when you could have just blocked him into your Monkey King. You even could cast it from here to here, blocking this path as well, and it would have been a kill. So really, there's not too much for me to say. You have to take into consideration what I said about the rune, and you have to be much more careful about XP, and then look for fissures to block off across. There's not too much for me to say. Let's look into your team fighting. All right, so we're gonna get into a fight where you have your Blink Dagger. So once you have Blink Dagger, it's very important that you stay out of vision. So your positioning here, I don't like it at all. All right, whatever. Killing that guy's okay. But make sure you guys, whenever you have like your Blink Daggers on Magnus and Shaker, do your best to stay out of vision. It can be hard, like it can be really hard, but very often if the enemy team kind of knows what they're doing, they're gonna try to jump you. So it's very, very important that you stay all the way out of vision, like stay really, really far out of vision, but let's keep going for a bit. Okay, moving in, this positioning's okay. It can kind of bottleneck you sometimes by going in the trees, but it's all right. This high ground push is very questionable. All you want to do in these high ground pushes as Earthshaker is just throw out a Fissure and be very patient. Like, you don't want to blink in early. If you blink in early on high ground, you're I don't know, it's just terrible. You're just forcing bad engagement, so I'm glad that you're staying back here. All you want to do is look for a Fissure and, like, keep your camera up. Good, Fissure. Okay. You know, I don't think you actually hit him, but this blink is what's terrible. So this is really bad. This is where your mentality's off. So the reason why you don't want to blink in is because it's 30 minutes in. They're going to have like a lot of items, right? They can kill you very easily. This is pretty low MMR, to be honest. But you don't want to put yourself in a position to die. You really just want to stay as far back as possible. So this Fissure's good. As I said, I don't think you hit him, but nonetheless, I think you might have actually blinked in for the dust, which okay, oh, you definitely did. It's a bit of bad reaction time, to be honest. Not too much for him to say. Echo? Okay, I like that Echo, actually. I like that. Nice. Now, you shouldn't have blinked in the first place because the optimal play there is to know that Monkey King has dust and not overcommit. Moving on though, I really like that Echo Slam. I love that you didn't hold it. I'm glad that you just got the kill in the CK. You know, turn the numbers advantage in your favor. Now, all you have to do here is stay back. You just got to continue to stay back. Also, take your clarity out of your inventory. Now here, your camera's too far back, man. I can't see. Now, you're going to shift it up here, but it needs to be shifted up more. Like, this Fissure is a waste. You can't casually waste Fissure. That makes you a bad support player. It just does. So what you need to do, so that you can see, is when you're backing here, right? Pay very close attention to what's happening. Move your camera up. Push it up, push it up. I need to see what's happening because here, I don't even know what you throw a Fissure at, frankly. You kind of just yeet it in and it doesn't hit anything. You have to stop doing that. Like, Fissure is your most important spell on Earthshaker. It is. Like, Echo matters, but obviously, especially when Echo is down, Fissure's a huge deal. So you need to make sure you're always keeping your camera where you can see your opponents. That's the most important thing. This Fissure's, don't go in. Oh, this is terrible. What is this play? Okay, he TP'd out. Hype. Alright, the Ags here, it's alright. They don't have like a great way to control you. Well, they have Cold Snap. That actually ruins you because it can get cancelled. Okay, here, yep, you just have to disengage. I wouldn't go on this Invoker. This positioning is not good. So, okay, I know you're going for Dust, but like, your team already had vision of him, right? And I don't know what else to say. Like, he's already dusted. You don't want to put yourself in vision to kill someone who's already dead. Like, that's the worst thing you can do. You have to make sure you're out of vision significantly more. You're constantly walking around. If this is a high MMR game, like this is 3K, 4K, and actually, I shouldn't even put it that way. If this is in your bracket and you're wasting your spells and in vision, you're occasionally going to die because of it and lose a fight. So here, you're Fatal Bonded. You kind of just have to wait. It's no big deal. Hey, Fissure. Okay, good. He's just going to turn on you. Even a okay, he probably has a Shadow Blade. Okay, W and run. Run, run, run. You know what? That Fissure was actually okay. This blink out is not, though. You could just kill them, right? Okay. Alright. You know what? The Echo actually kept you alive and let you get that Fissure off, so the Echo was funny enough. It might have been panic more than like a proper play, but it actually was good. You kind of put yourself out of position in the first place, though, by going on that guy. Nonetheless, let's move on to one more fight and then end it. Also, you definitely should have bought a Lotus this game. There's way too many things being, like this Fatal Bonds and Cold Snap and Veno stuff. It's canceling you for too long. You need to stay further back. I mean, you need to be able to purge it, so I probably would have bought a Lotus or a Yule's to avoid it. What are you doing? This is what I'm talking about. Your mindset about this hero is just not, it's not in the right place right now. You have to do whatever it takes to stay out of vision. So, because if people don't see you, they forget you exist. It's that simple. Especially in your current bracket, all the way up to like 4K, 5K, people just forget you exist. And because of that, you get big echoes off. And in this case, you can just hit some Wraith King. I mean, that echo is No, throw it the other way. Big thing about Fisher, whenever you go for like an echo and you're fishering, make sure the Fisher tries to hit other people as well. Because that's a free 2-man Fisher that would likely keep you alive. You're probably dead. Run away, disengage. Like, look at this. Imagine if you reset. What I want you to think about is the longer you stay alive, the better the echoes get. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. I've been on this free play for a while. Sorry, I really get into this stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and learned some things. But yeah, the longer you wait in a fight, the more patient you are, the better Echo Slam you're gonna get. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that this is Crusader 1. Let's go. And you are Crusader 2, baby. Hi guys, I am popping off lately. Wait, it wasn't really 2 in a row. Technically, I didn't get it exactly right, but the last one I guess Ancient 2 is Ancient 5. This one I guess Crusader. What I guess Crusader. Oh, I can't even remember. Man, I'm having like time lapse. Whatever. Let's get into the last replay. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, we have C on the Leshrac. We got C, baby. And a couple things right off the bat. We're going to be looking at only a couple fights here. It's been a while. We're far into the episode. But number one, I don't like bots that much. I think some pros are going bots on Lash. I'm just very skeptical of it because you don't get the option to TP back to the base. And then bots TP out to get full mana. That doesn't work anymore. But a couple of things. Number one, I would buy some Clarities just to have in my backpack. I think this hero really needs them ever since they got rid of the bots change, especially. You kind of always did, but that's very important. And then on top of that, I always recommend having a wand. This is a fighting hero. Leshrac is a hero that generally is, fighting a lot. And on top of that, when you're fighting in the early game, you're squishy, right? You have like 1200 HP. You have like no health. And so wand gives you the option to have like 1600 HP if you have like max amount of charges, which is a big deal. It really, really adds up, and it's going to let you turn fights as well as not run out of mana. And Leshrac always runs out of mana, especially if you take your ulti at level 12. Now, they buffed it last patch, and they decreased the mana not too long ago, which is good. And then they also buffed the damage. So I can understand why you would take it at level 12, but I really think if you're going to take it at level 12, you need a wand, like raindrops, mana boots, and a Kaya. Or like Yules, not rushing bots, because I just don't think you have enough mana, like total mana, to fight and not have mana items per se. But yeah, let's get into the engagements. Okay, getting into the first clip. And I promise this is my only educational tip because I know I'm gonna try to make it I'll try to make it more entertaining. But in all seriousness, right here, so you're pushing in top, which is fine. However, your team decides to fight. Now, the way you generally have to prevent this is telling your team exactly what you're doing and what you want them to do. I know it can be difficult, but most people don't even try and they just say, no, my team doesn't listen to me. Like after trying once like 8 years ago, they just gave up. Moving on though. You push in top here, your team takes a really bad fight. Like right here, the fight's over. You know what I mean? Like there's just a 0% chance. It's very clear. Your team is like 0 HP, theirs is full. So what should you do? You have to keep split pushing here. The fight's over. There's no other way for me to put this. This is just a very important issue within a lot of players, and especially within 2 to 4k MMR cores. And honestly, that's kind of what I'm gonna guess. Like, also everyone in your game has like abysmal last hits. Now I know, oh my god, Speech, stop talking about last hits. Then why do you guys never, like, why are none of you ever farmed? Like, if you've been following the pro scene as of late, you've seen that the analysts talk about the fact that, like, kills don't matter that much. They really are starting to matter. I mean, they have mattered less and less, especially after they nerfed kill streaks to the ground. Like, creeps matter a lot more. So right here, two of your heroes are dead. It's not a fight. There's no way you fight. You're just gonna get stunned into a stun and you're dead. You have no health. Split push. This is your chance to get your items. You need a BKB this game. 100%, you're gonna need it at some point. That was your opportunity to get the lanes in super far. I didn't even know this was gonna happen. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. I'm not gonna lie, like, I understand what you're doing. I like the fact that you pushed in top in the first place, but you have to A, tell your teammates, B, keep going if the fight's over. If the fight's bad and trash, keep split pushing. Otherwise, you can't drag the game out. And your team can do fine late game this game. You guys scale fine. You just need to drag it out. Now, I don't know what you're spam pinging. I'm not really sure, but all right, telling your team to go on people, I can respect that. All right, the well played was not cool though. That's kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. Just putting it out there, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to flame that hard, but like, what is this, guy? Stop acting like children. I hate when people in Dota act like complete children. I mess up too, you know. I'm not perfect either, obviously. Okay, you know, we all make mistakes. I'm just putting it on the table that pinging people well played after a bad fight, it's pretty lame. Like, it's just lame. I don't know what else to say. Never mind, guys. I said I was gonna look at team fights, but I just can't. I can't, because there is no team fights to look at right now. I'm skipping ahead and it's like, I'll look at the next team fight. There's no team fight. You have bots and you're not pushing in side lanes. Like, do you understand? Guys, the basis of pros getting farmed is that they push in side lanes and then kill the nearby camps, and they don't leave areas when they don't have to, right? You keep farming the same area until you sort of get kicked out. That's like the generally best way to get farmed. Now, what do you do here on this ledge? You push in one wave, you see that they're pushing mid and top. They're not ganking you. They're not ganking you. If they are, like, good for them. But, like, are they ganking you? Probably not. Look, they're all mid. This is how these games work, and I don't know the MMR, but, like, just based on your movements and timings and decision making, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely seems a bit low. But in these games, this is a great tip. Whenever you see 1 to 2 heroes on one side of the map, especially if it's their cores, everyone else is there. You can basically assume that. It's really, really useful, because here, you could have kept pushing in bottom. You could get another full item, but instead, whoa, 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 I'm walking back to base. Like, this is more dangerous than actually being here. Like, being here is actually more dangerous than being here right now. So yeah, instead of killing... Like, do you see what you just did? You just spent 30 seconds walking from here to here. Is that good as a core player? If you can't answer that question, well, I don't know. Your brain's off. But like, you could have farmed 18 camps and have a full... you actually could have a full bloodstone right now. 100% if you just didn't stop farming. It's just hard to see, not gonna lie. Alright, so you're getting gone on here. Pretty weird team fight. We'll see what you do. Okay, yeah, you probably want to hit that. It's pretty far out. So now at this point, you need to move your camera up and find outside targets. So yeah, this cuddle's a good target. Nice. Okay, this is good. Auto attack. Keep moving. A bit too many auto attacks there. Like, the auto attacks were good because he was stunned and you're trying to burst him, but after that, you want to keep chasing. Alright, good target priority. On to the jug next. You should use him. Use him. Use him! Use him! Ah! Use! Nice. No! D! Okay, nice. Disengage. No, go kill Alondra, dude! What are you looking at? I mean, okay, never mind. You actually can't fight that guy. I don't know if you knew that or not, but whatever. Good disengage, to be fair. You know what? That fight was played well. However, if you're more farmed, you can have a lot more impact, and you won't die if they target you properly, right? Like, imagine if that jug came back and dealt with you. Like, with one ogre stun, you're insta-dead, so... Okay, this is hella good. Okay. You walked way too close to him, which... Obviously, because you got Savage Horde, but... Yeah, you're just really underfarmed because you keep backing. Like, I don't know what else to say, guys. Really take this one to heart. If you're a core player, I guarantee you're backing too early and too often. Get items. Keep getting items. Get your next item. Get farmed. Don't like, stop doing this, man. You bought bots. You bought bots and you're just running back to every fight. Why did you even buy bots then? Like, you're just not even, you bought this first item and you're not even using it. Like, go push in mid or top or some camps. All right, but I love you, C. I wish you the best, man. I really do. And you're 7-1, but your impact is not there. Like, this is one of those games where it's like, oh my, I'm doing so well, woohoo! But realistically, you're kind of doing trash. Like, if I look at this performance, and let's say it's a 7k MMR game, and my mid laner is this farmed with 7-1, I'd be like, what are you doing? How are you 7-1 and have no items? You know what I mean? You don't actually have no items. You just have not nearly as much as you could, or should, per se. But yeah, let's guess the rank. I'm gonna say that this is... Archon 1. And you are Legend 4. Legend 4 in 1,000 matches, that's pretty good. So if this is your actual account, I don't know if it is or not. It's always hard to tell. I'm not gonna worry about smurfing right now. It doesn't matter to me. Regardless, a lot of things you're doing correctly. Your spell usage in that team fight was great. That's fantastic, you know? Like, great target priority in that one. But everything else is just a disaster, bro. I'm just being real, and I'm being real to help you. So I hope you can take a lot out of that. Hope it can help your gameplay a ton, so you can hit your item timings much faster. And thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Guess and Rank. I'm glad to be back. I'm probably going to try to do them weekly again. Like and subscribe if you want to see them weekly again. That's the only way I'll know. You know how it is. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And peace. And hey guys, remember, before you end this video, in the link down below, I've been playing a lot of live games where I talk about my thoughts in real time in the middle of a Dota match. So if you want to get in the head of a pro player, click the link down below to the gameleap website. Super cheap right now, right? Like, and I'm doing this a ton. We all have time on our hands. I have time to make content. You guys probably have time to enjoy and learn Dota, get better at the game. So yeah, if that combo works for you, click the link down below and I'll see you there.